In a world where we are perpetually surrounded by noise, people, and the never-ending demands of modern life, solitude often feels like an elusive luxury. Yet, its significance cannot be overstated. Solitude is not simply the act of being alone, it is the intentional creation of space for reflection, self-discovery, and personal growth. In this state of aloneness, we can finally distance ourselves from external distractions and delve into the depths of our inner world. This act of carving out time for oneself is transformative as it lays the foundation for clarity, emotional balance, and a renewed sense of purpose. At its core, solitude is about stepping away from the overstimulation of everyday life. We live in an age of constant connectivity where social media, work emails, and the opinions of others demand our attention every waking moment. In this environment, it is easy to lose sight of who we are and what truly matters. Solitude acts as a counterbalance to this chaos. It offers us the opportunity to pause, breathe, and reflect without interference. When we intentionally seek solitude, we create a sacred space to recalibrate our thoughts and emotions. One of the most profound benefits of solitude is the clarity it brings. In the busyness of life, our minds often feel cluttered with endless to-do lists, fragmented ideas, and unresolved emotions. Solitude allows us to sift through this mental noise. When we are alone, away from the opinions and expectations of others, we can think more clearly. We can examine our goals, reassess our priorities, and make decisions that align with our values. It is in these quiet moments that we can identify what truly drives us and what no longer serves our growth. Moreover, solitude fosters emotional balance. Our emotions are often influenced by the energy of the people around us and the situations we encounter. When we are surrounded by others, we may suppress our feelings to fit in or avoid conflict. Solitude, however, provides a safe space to process these emotions without judgment. It allows us to sit with our feelings, understand them, and ultimately heal from past hurts. This emotional self-awareness is a cornerstone of mental well-being, enabling us to navigate life's challenges with greater resilience and grace. Another significant aspect of solitude is its role in self-discovery. When we spend time alone, we begin to peel back the layers of who we are. We confront our beliefs, passions, fears, and dreams without external influences clouding our judgment. This process of self-discovery is not always comfortable. It requires us to face parts of ourselves that we may have ignored or buried. However, it is through this introspection that we uncover our authentic selves. We gain a deeper understanding of what brings us joy, what motivates us, and what kind of life we wish to lead. Importantly, solitude also enhances creativity and problem-solving. Many of history's greatest thinkers, artists, and innovators have emphasized the importance of solitude in their creative processes. When we are alone, free from distractions, our minds are able to wander and explore new ideas. This mental freedom allows us to connect seemingly unrelated concepts, think outside the box, and develop innovative solutions to problems. In solitude, we tap into the wellspring of our imagination and unlock our creative potential. However, it is essential to differentiate between solitude and loneliness. While solitude is a deliberate choice to be alone for self-reflection and growth, loneliness is a feeling of isolation and disconnection from others. Solitude is empowering, as it stems from a place of self-reliance and intentionality. Loneliness, on the other hand, can be detrimental to our mental health if left unaddressed. The key to embracing solitude lies in recognizing its purpose and approaching it with a mindset of curiosity and self-compassion. In practice, cultivating solitude requires intentional effort. It might mean setting aside time each day to meditate, journal, or simply sit in silence. It could involve going for a walk in nature, away from the noise of the city, or spending an afternoon without checking your phone. These moments of solitude do not have to be long or elaborate. What matters is the quality of the time you spend with yourself. Ultimately, solitude is a gift we give ourselves, a gift that enables us to reconnect with our inner world, gain clarity, and foster emotional balance. In the stillness of solitude, we find the answers we have been seeking and the strength to navigate life's complexities with confidence and authenticity. Solitude is not just a break from the world, it is an essential practice for personal growth and self-discovery. Facing your inner world. Being alone with yourself is not just about physical solitude, it's about confronting the thoughts, emotions, and truths that often lie hidden beneath the surface of our daily lives. When we create the space to sit quietly with ourselves, we inevitably come face to face with our inner world, the aspects of our mind and soul that are sometimes difficult to acknowledge. This process can feel daunting, even uncomfortable, because it requires us to address our fears, doubts, insecurities, and unresolved emotions. However, facing these elements is essential for personal growth, emotional healing, and a deeper understanding of who we truly are. One of the first challenges of confronting your inner world is dealing with fear. Fear often manifests in subtle ways, such as self-doubt, avoidance, or hesitation to take risks. These fears are usually rooted in past experiences or uncertainties about the future. When we avoid solitude, we also avoid confronting these fears, allowing them to linger and influence our decisions. However, when we sit with ourselves in silence, we create the opportunity to examine these fears more closely. What are we afraid of? Why do these fears hold so much power over us? By naming and understanding our fears, we begin to disarm them. This process doesn't make the fears disappear instantly, but it reduces their grip on our lives and empowers us to move forward despite them. Doubt is another significant aspect of the inner world that surfaces during moments of solitude. We all experience doubts about our abilities, our choices, and even our worth. These doubts often stem from external pressures, societal expectations, comparisons with others, or fear of failure. When we take the time to be alone, we can analyze these doubts in a more objective manner. Instead of letting them dictate our actions, we can question their validity. Are these doubts grounded in reality, or are they exaggerated by our inner critic? Solitude gives us the mental space to differentiate between genuine concerns and self-imposed limitations, allowing us to approach life with greater confidence and clarity. In addition to fears and doubts, solitude often brings to the surface unresolved emotions from the past. These emotions may include grief, anger, guilt, or regret, feelings that we suppress or distract ourselves from during the busyness of daily life. While confronting these emotions can be painful, it is a necessary step toward healing. When we allow ourselves to sit with these emotions, we begin to process and release them. For instance, reflecting on a painful memory might help us gain a new perspective or find forgiveness, whether for ourselves or others. This act of emotional processing is crucial for letting go of the past and moving forward with a lighter heart. Another significant aspect of facing your inner world is identifying the stories you tell yourself. Each of us carries narratives about who we are, what we deserve, and what we are capable of. These narratives are often shaped by past experiences, societal influences, or the opinions of others. During moments of solitude, we have the chance to question these stories. Are they empowering or limiting? Are they based on facts, or are they shaped by fear and self-doubt? For example, you may tell yourself that you're not good enough for a certain job or relationship because of a past failure. In solitude, you can challenge this narrative, reminding yourself that one setback does not define your worth or potential. By rewriting these stories, you take control of your identity and open yourself up to new possibilities. Facing your inner world also involves acknowledging your strengths and accomplishments. While solitude often highlights our challenges, it also creates space to reflect on what we've done well. In the rush of daily life, we rarely take the time to celebrate our victories, big or small. Solitude allows us to recognize our resilience, talents, and progress. This self-acknowledgement is not about arrogance, it's about cultivating a balanced self-view that includes both our strengths and areas for growth. Importantly, facing your inner world builds emotional resilience. Life will always have its share of difficulties, but when you've taken the time to confront your inner fears and emotions, you become better equipped to handle external challenges. You develop a stronger sense of self-awareness, which helps you navigate relationships, make decisions, and respond to stress in a healthier way. Instead of being overwhelmed by external circumstances, you can draw strength from the self-knowledge and emotional clarity you've cultivated. Finally, this process fosters a deeper connection with your authentic self. In solitude, you strip away the masks you wear for others, the roles, personas, and expectations that may not truly align with who you are. You begin to understand what you genuinely value, what brings you joy, and what kind of life you want to create. This authenticity becomes a guiding light, helping you live with greater purpose and integrity. While facing your inner world can be challenging, it is also profoundly rewarding. It is in these moments of honesty with yourself that you begin to grow, heal, and transform. By confronting your fears, doubts, and emotions, you pave the way for a life that is more intentional, resilient, and true to who you are. Acceptance is a fundamental aspect of personal growth and emotional well-being, yet it is often one of the most difficult things to practice, especially when we are faced with situations beyond our control. Life is unpredictable, and no matter how much we try to plan or prepare, we cannot always dictate the outcome. Whether it's a difficult relationship, a career setback, or an unforeseen circumstances, we often find ourselves fighting against the reality of what is happening around us. However, the act of accepting what we cannot change is a powerful tool that brings peace, clarity, and emotional resilience. The power of acceptance also lies in its ability to bring emotional peace. When we accept a difficult situation as it is, we stop expending unnecessary emotional energy on wishing things were different. This doesn't mean we approve of the situation or that we like what's happening, but we choose to accept it as part of our current reality. By doing so, we release the emotional weight that comes from denial, resistance, and frustration. We stop struggling against the current and instead learn to float with it, adjusting our mindset and actions to make the best of the circumstances. For instance, if we lose a job, rather than dwelling in anger or disappointment, we can accept the situation as an opportunity for growth and exploration. Acceptance allows us to find peace even in the midst of hardship. Furthermore, acceptance enables us to embrace our imperfections and flaws. We often spend much of our lives trying to measure up to an idealized version of ourselves or to societal standards of success and happiness. This constant striving for perfection can leave us feeling inadequate and overwhelmed. However, when we accept ourselves' flaws and all, we begin to experience freedom from this self-imposed pressure. We come to terms with the fact that we are not perfect, and that's okay. It is our humanity, with all its imperfections, that makes us unique and valuable. Acceptance is about loving ourselves despite our shortcomings and acknowledging that we are enough just as we are. This self-compassion not only reduces the internal struggle but also fosters a deeper sense of self-worth. In addition to self-acceptance, learning to accept others is a critical part of emotional maturity. When we accept others as they are without trying to change or fix them, we build healthier, more authentic relationships. Often we become frustrated with the people in our lives because they don't meet our expectations or because they behave in ways we don't understand. However, true acceptance comes from recognizing that each person is on their own unique journey with their own experiences and challenges. Instead of seeking to change them, we learn to appreciate them for who they are. This doesn't mean we tolerate unhealthy behavior, but we stop expecting perfection from others. Acceptance in relationships fosters mutual respect and understanding, allowing us to coexist peacefully with those around us. Acceptance also plays a significant role in overcoming adversity. Life is full of challenges, personal loss, illness, failure, and unexpected obstacles. While we cannot always avoid these hardships, acceptance enables us to approach them with a mindset of resilience. Rather than being overwhelmed by the situation or consumed by anger and frustration, we can accept it as part of our life's journey. This doesn't mean we passively resign ourselves to suffering. Rather, we acknowledge that pain is a natural part of existence, and we give ourselves permission to experience it fully. By accepting our pain and difficulties, we can begin to process them and eventually find ways to heal and move forward. This acceptance allows us to transform adversity into an opportunity for growth and strength. Moreover, acceptance helps us align with a greater sense of purpose. When we release the need to control every aspect of our lives, we make space for a deeper connection to a higher power or natural order. Whether you see this as faith, the universe, or the natural flow of life, acceptance allows you to trust that there is a reason behind everything that happens. Even in moments of hardship, we can accept that life has a way of unfolding that may not always be clear in the moment, but will ultimately serve our personal growth and understanding. This trust in a greater plan brings comfort and reassurance even when things seem uncertain or out of our control. Finally, practicing acceptance requires patience and mindfulness. It's easy to say we accept something, but true acceptance is a continuous practice. It involves staying present with the emotions that arise when we encounter difficult situations and acknowledging them without judgment. Acceptance doesn't happen overnight. It is an ongoing process of learning to let go of resistance, embracing what is, and adapting to the ever-changing circumstances of life. By cultivating acceptance, we develop the emotional resilience needed to face life's challenges with grace, adaptability, and inner peace. In the end, acceptance is not about passivity or complacency. It's about finding peace in the midst of uncertainty, letting go of control, and embracing the fullness of life as it comes. Building inner strength is one of the most crucial and transformative aspects of personal development. It is the process by which we cultivate resilience, confidence, and emotional stability in the face of life's challenges. Inner strength is not about physical power or external validation. It is the mental, emotional, and spiritual fortitude that enables us to weather life's storms and emerge stronger. It's the capacity to stand firm even when things around us are falling apart, to rise after setbacks, and to face adversity with courage and grace. One of the foundational elements of building inner strength is self-awareness. To develop true inner strength, we must first become deeply acquainted with ourselves, the good, the bad, and the unknown. This involves taking the time to reflect on our strengths, weaknesses, values, fears, and past experiences. Self-awareness helps us understand what drives us, what triggers us, and what we truly want out of life. It is through this self-exploration that we gain clarity and insight, enabling us to make better decisions, navigate challenges with more resilience, and align our actions with our true values. Without self-awareness, we may be at the mercy of external influences or our own emotional reactions. But when we truly know ourselves, we can respond to life's difficulties with greater intentionality and purpose. Another key to building inner strength is developing emotional resilience. Life is filled with setbacks, disappointments, and moments of failure. It is during these times that our emotional resilience is put to the test. Building resilience doesn't mean suppressing or ignoring our emotions. Rather, it involves learning how to manage and respond to them effectively. It means acknowledging our feelings, processing them, and using them as fuel for growth. For instance, when we experience a loss or failure, instead of letting these emotions overwhelm us, we can choose to learn from them. Emotional resilience allows us to face adversity head-on, knowing that our emotions, while powerful, do not define us. We are capable of moving forward despite the pain, frustration, or sadness we may feel in the moment. Over time, this emotional resilience strengthens us, helping us develop a mindset that is not easily shaken by life's ups and downs. Another critical aspect of inner strength is the ability to practice perseverance. Resilience and perseverance go hand in hand. While resilience helps us bounce back from setbacks, perseverance is what keeps us moving forward, even when the road ahead seems long or uncertain. It is the determination to keep going despite obstacles, to continue working towards our goals even when progress feels slow or when we face repeated failures. Perseverance is about developing the grit to stay the course, trusting that every effort, no matter how small, brings us closer to our desired outcome. Building perseverance involves setting clear goals, maintaining a positive attitude, and learning from every experience. It requires patience and the belief that, despite the challenges, we have the capacity to overcome them. A key component of inner strength is also the ability to embrace vulnerability. Vulnerability is often seen as a weakness, but in truth, it is one of the most powerful tools we have for building inner strength. When we allow ourselves to be vulnerable, we open up to the full range of human experience. We acknowledge our fears, uncertainties, and imperfections without hiding behind a facade of invulnerability. Embracing vulnerability means having the courage to express our true feelings, ask for help when needed, and face the unknown with an open heart. It is through vulnerability that we develop authentic connections with others and gain the courage to be our true selves. While vulnerability may seem risky, it is through these moments of openness that we grow stronger both emotionally and mentally. Vulnerability fosters courage, as it requires us to face the world with honesty and authenticity, knowing that we are worthy of love, respect, and understanding, even in our most fragile state. Mindfulness and emotional regulation are also essential components of inner strength. Being able to stay grounded in the present moment, without being swept away by negative thoughts or emotions, is a powerful skill that enhances our inner fortitude. Mindfulness allows us to observe our thoughts and feelings without judgment, providing space between stimulus and response. This mental space enables us to choose our reactions consciously rather than automatically reacting to external circumstances. When we are mindful, we are less likely to be overwhelmed by stress or anxiety, and we are more capable of navigating difficult situations with composure and clarity. Emotional regulation, or the ability to manage our emotional responses, is crucial for maintaining inner strength. Instead of being governed by our emotions, we learn to acknowledge and process them in a healthy way, which empowers us to make thoughtful, deliberate choices in the face of challenges. Building inner strength also involves cultivating a sense of purpose. When we have a clear sense of purpose, we are more motivated, focused, and resilient. Purpose acts as a guiding light that helps us stay grounded when the world around us seems uncertain. Having a strong sense of purpose provides us with the courage to persevere through hardships, knowing that our efforts are aligned with a larger goal or vision. This purpose can come from a variety of sources: personal passions, professional ambitions, relationships, or a desire to contribute to the greater good. Whatever the source, a sense of purpose instills meaning into our lives and drives us to keep moving forward, no matter the obstacles in our way. Finally, inner strength is also deeply tied to self-compassion. Developing inner strength doesn't mean being hard on yourself or expecting perfection. In fact, being compassionate with yourself is one of the most important aspects of building true strength. When we are kind to ourselves, we acknowledge that growth is a process and that setbacks are part of the journey. Instead of criticizing ourselves for mistakes, we treat ourselves with the same care and understanding that we would offer to a loved one. Self-compassion enables us to bounce back from failures without self-blame or shame, allowing us to keep going with renewed energy and determination. Trusting the process is one of the most powerful principles in life, yet it is often one of the hardest to embrace, particularly when faced with uncertainty, setbacks, or a lack of immediate results. It's easy to become discouraged when we don't see instant progress or when the outcome we desire seems distant. In a world that prioritizes instant gratification and quick fixes, the concept of trusting the process requires patience, faith, and a deep understanding that growth, transformation, and success take time. Whether it's personal development, career advancement, or working toward any meaningful goal, trusting the process is about surrendering to the journey, even when the path ahead is unclear or difficult. Trusting the process begins with understanding that progress is not always linear. We live in a culture that emphasizes measurable success and immediate results, often neglecting the fact that most growth occurs in small, incremental steps. When we set out to achieve something, whether it's learning a new skill, improving our health, or pursuing a personal goal, we might expect rapid progress. But the reality is that growth is often slow and uneven. There will be moments of forward movement, followed by setbacks, stagnation, or frustration. Trusting the process involves accepting that these ups and downs are a natural part of any journey. It means recognizing that each step, even those that feel like failures, is contributing to your overall growth. Trusting the process is about having faith that each experience, good or bad, is a necessary part of your development. One of the key components of trusting the process is letting go of control. Many people find it difficult to trust because they feel the need to control every aspect of their journey. They may become fixated on the end result, constantly worrying about how and when it will happen. However, this desire for control often leads to anxiety, frustration, and self-doubt. Trusting the process requires us to relinquish the need to control every detail and to accept that some things are beyond our influence. It means focusing on what we can control: our actions, our mindset, and our responses, and allowing the rest to unfold naturally. By letting go of control, we free ourselves from the constant pressure to achieve everything on our own terms, which in turn allows us to experience the journey with more peace and clarity. Trusting the process also involves embracing uncertainty. Life is inherently unpredictable, and the path to any goal or dream is rarely straightforward. There are bound to be times when we don't know exactly how things will turn out, or when the future feels uncertain. Trusting the process requires the courage to move forward even when the destination is unclear. It means believing that, despite the unknowns, there is a purpose to every step we take and that eventually the pieces will come together. This ability to sit with uncertainty and continue moving forward builds resilience, allowing us to approach challenges with greater confidence and patience. The process may not always make sense in the moment, but by trusting that things will work out in the end, we can remain grounded even during periods of ambiguity or difficulty. Another important aspect of trusting the process is having patience. We live in a world that prioritizes speed and efficiency, making it easy to become impatient when things don't move as quickly as we'd like. Whether we are waiting for a promotion, trying to lose weight, or learning a new skill, we often want immediate results. However, true progress takes time. It requires consistent effort, persistence, and the ability to stay committed even when results are not immediately visible. Patience is key to trusting the process because it helps us endure the inevitable setbacks and delays without losing hope. It's important to remember that no significant change or achievement happens overnight. Every small effort counts, and every day spent working toward our goal is a step closer to success. By cultivating patience, we develop the ability to trust in the timing of our lives and recognize that things will unfold as they are meant to. In addition, trusting the process involves understanding that success is a journey, not a destination. Often we place so much focus on the end result that we forget to appreciate the progress we've already made. The process of working toward a goal is where growth happens, where lessons are learned, and where our character is shaped. Trusting the process means shifting our focus from simply reaching the destination to embracing the journey itself. This mindset helps us stay motivated and fulfilled, even during challenging times. Instead of becoming discouraged by obstacles, we learn to view them as opportunities for growth and self-improvement. We begin to see that the value of the process is not just in achieving the goal, but in the person we become along the way. Furthermore, trusting the process allows us to practice gratitude. When we trust that everything is unfolding as it should, we begin to appreciate the lessons, experiences, and challenges that come our way. Gratitude is an essential part of this process because it helps us stay present and grounded. Instead of focusing on what we don't have or what's not working, we learn to appreciate the small wins, the progress, and the efforts we've made. Gratitude shifts our perspective, helping us recognize that the journey itself is just as important as the destination. Ultimately, trusting the process is about cultivating a mindset of faith and some resilience. It requires us to let go of the need for immediate results, to embrace uncertainty, and to focus on consistent effort rather than perfection. When we trust the process, we are able to find peace in the journey, knowing that every step we take is leading us closer to our goals. We learn to celebrate the progress we've made, no matter how small, and to trust that everything is unfolding in its own time. This trust enables us to face life's challenges with greater courage, patience, and wisdom, knowing that the process is just as valuable as the outcome. The power of faith and belief. Faith and belief are often seen as abstract or intangible concepts, but their impact on our lives is profound and transformative. At its core, faith is the unwavering trust in something beyond our immediate understanding or perception, while belief is the conviction that something is possible, even in the face of adversity or uncertainty. The power of faith and belief lies not just in religious or spiritual contexts, but also in our daily lives, influencing our attitudes, choices, and actions. Having faith and belief in ourselves, others, or a higher purpose is essential for personal growth, resilience, and achieving long-term goals. One of the most significant ways in which faith and belief shape our lives is through their ability to foster a positive mindset. When we believe in our potential and have faith in our ability to overcome challenges, we approach life with optimism and confidence. This positive mindset creates a self-fulfilling prophecy. By believing that we can achieve our goals, we are more likely to take the necessary actions to make those goals a reality. Conversely, when we lack faith or belief, we tend to shy away from opportunities, doubt our abilities, and limit our potential. Belief acts as a catalyst for taking risks, embracing challenges, and pushing beyond our comfort zones. It creates a sense of possibility, empowering us to pursue our passions and dreams without the fear of failure holding us back. Faith and belief also provide the resilience needed to navigate setbacks and failures. Life is rarely a straight path, and we often encounter obstacles, detours, or even complete failures along the way. Without faith and belief, these setbacks can feel insurmountable, causing us to give up or lose hope. However, When we maintain a sense of faith, we are able to see failures as temporary challenges rather than permanent roadblocks. Faith allows us to trust that we will eventually reach our destination, even if the path is not as we expected. Belief in ourselves or in a greater purpose gives us the strength to persevere through adversity, knowing that each setback is simply a lesson or stepping stone towards success. This resilience is built on the foundation of faith that we are capable of handling difficulties and that our struggles are part of the process of growth. In addition, faith and belief create a sense of inner peace and stability. In a world that is constantly changing and full of uncertainty, having faith provides a solid foundation to stand on. Whether it is faith in ourselves and others, or in a higher power, belief allows us to find comfort and security in the midst of life's unpredictability. Faith enables us to accept the things we cannot control and trust that there is a greater plan or purpose unfolding, even when we don't fully understand it. This sense of peace and trust can reduce anxiety and stress, allowing us to focus on what is within our control and take proactive steps toward our goals. When we trust that everything is happening for a reason, we are better able to remain grounded and calm in the face of uncertainty, knowing that things will work out as they are meant to. Moreover, faith and belief can help us build stronger relationships. When we have faith in others, we are more likely to approach them with understanding, empathy, and trust. Belief in the goodness of others fosters cooperation, collaboration, and emotional connection. Whether in friendships, family relationships, or romantic partnerships, faith and belief are the foundation of healthy, lasting bonds. By believing in someone's potential and having faith in their ability to grow and improve, we encourage them to become the best version of themselves. This belief empowers others, creating a supportive and nurturing environment where growth and mutual respect can flourish. In turn, faith in relationships strengthens the connection between people, providing a sense of security and loyalty that helps individuals navigate life's challenges together. The power of belief is also evident in how it shapes our actions and decisions. When we have faith in a cause, a vision, or a goal, we align our actions with that belief. Belief fuels motivation and drives us to take consistent, purposeful action toward achieving our objectives. It helps us stay focused and determined even when progress is slow or the journey falls long. People who believe in their mission or purpose are more likely to stay committed, put in the effort, and continue moving forward despite difficulties. This belief is not just a passive feeling but an active force that propels us to take steps toward our dreams even when the path is unclear. When belief is paired with action, it becomes a powerful force for change and transformation in our lives. Faith and belief also encourage personal growth and self-discovery. When we believe in the possibility of change and growth, we open ourselves to new experiences, perspectives, and opportunities. Faith allows us to trust that we can evolve, learn, and become better versions of ourselves over time. Belief in our capacity for growth helps us to step out of our comfort zones and embrace new challenges that contribute to our personal development. Whether it's developing new skills, improving our emotional intelligence, or cultivating a deeper understanding of ourselves, faith and belief provide the foundation for continuous growth. The process of self-discovery is made easier when we trust in our ability to change and improve, knowing that our potential is limitless. Furthermore, faith and belief are essential for creating a sense of purpose and meaning in life. When we believe that our lives have a higher purpose, that our actions matter, and that we are part of something greater, we are more likely to live with intention and passion. Belief gives our lives direction and helps us focus on what truly matters. Whether our purpose is rooted in our career, relationships, personal growth, or spiritual beliefs, having a sense of purpose is crucial for finding fulfillment and happiness. Faith helps us stay aligned with that purpose, guiding our decisions and actions in ways that support our deepest values and goals. When we trust that we are here for a reason and that our lives have meaning, we are more motivated to contribute positively to the world around us. Finally, faith and belief provide a source of hope. In difficult times, hope is a powerful force that keeps us going. It is the belief that things can improve, that better days are ahead, and that we are not alone in our struggles. Hope is what allows us to face challenges with courage, knowing that the future holds possibilities for growth, healing, and transformation. Faith in the process, in ourselves, or in a higher power nurtures this hope, providing a beacon of light during times of darkness. In conclusion, faith and belief are foundational to living a fulfilled and purposeful life. They shape our mindset, influence our actions, and provide the strength to overcome challenges. By cultivating faith in ourselves, others, and the process of life, we open ourselves to a world of possibilities and growth. Through belief, we create a positive, resilient, and empowered life, grounded in purpose, peace, and hope.